Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of our digital learning experiences. Let's see, do we have anyone in the chat yet? Trying something a bit different this time. If this doesn't work, I will go get my old system. Okay, wait, guys, hold on just a second. I'm gonna try and figure out if I can. Oh, no one's on here yet. It says I'm live, but no one's here yet, which is fine. This is not working out the way I want. Hey! Okay, cool. Looks like that will work. All right. Ooh, maybe that'll work. I still don't see anyone. Okay, cool. It looks like there's 2 people here now. Just 2 more than the worst I can go. Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys are logging in. I was trying this thing where I was trying to see if I could like watch the stream and watch the chat at the same time, but it doesn't seem to be working that way, which I think means I need to go grab my phone. So I will be back in 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. just get in this really quick. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? Think I'm probably gonna wait for a minute or two for people to actually like get into the chat. And I'm hoping to see familiar faces. I've been really looking forward to seeing you guys every day, even if it's just your words. And I'm looking forward to seeing if a few more people can get on this bandwagon. I'm curious. Hey, good. I've seen some people in the chat already. How's it going? I think I know who that is. I can guess who that is. I'm curious for people who had to like make an account to do this. Was that a problem for you? Like, was that a challenge? Because I'm wondering if there are people who aren't joining this stream because they are not sure about making an account. And I wonder what your experience with that was. Good, bad, easy, hard, you know. So I want to hear about that. To know if I should be investigating jumping onto something else. Good. I'm also wondering how everyone feels. No, it wasn't a big deal. Good. I'm also wondering how everyone feels about like this is like day 4 of digital learning, remote learning, whatever you want to call this. Day 3 of the kind of shelter in place type feelings, and I'm wondering like, is this making you guys nervous? Like, does this feel uh, stressful to you, or maybe like, does it make you feel anxious, anxiety? I realized for me, like, I don't feel bad, but everything like takes a little bit more energy. Like I'm tired before I should be, but it's not like I'm not getting enough sleep or anything like that. And I'm wondering if just like the stress of this being different and me knowing that like there's this disease out there that we're all trying to kind of protect ourselves and our community from. Um, yeah, and like we're doing weird stuff. Like we're changing our behaviors, we're changing our patterns, and I'm just wondering if like how does that make you guys feel? Does that freak you out? Is everything normal? I hope everyone is being like, safe. Like everyone's got food and toilet paper and all those necessities. But yeah, I wonder. I think I'm going to send out, well, I know, I'm going to send out a survey tomorrow that is kind of asking these questions and asking, how did this week of learning go for everyone? Are there things that were helpful for you to do? Are there things that you wished had gone differently in terms of assignments, platform, style, anything like that? Um, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow if you can. I'll send it out on Google Classroom, but I'll also send it out on an email. So not only you, but your parents will get that email as well. Just a heads up. Okay. So if you see below, I'm trying a few things as we do this. I kind of have a really brief, short agenda for today. And I'm actually just going to write this agenda down before I forget. I think it's Delta Math review, if necessary, and then Desmos activity. I think those are the things that are on the menu for today. And then the last one, I have like 1 or 2 more things that I might default to if that seems to go well. So I guess I'm not doing a lot of like writing today, at least for the first part. Anyway, it'll mostly be kind of video and all of that. So I'm going to start doing the Desmos review because I haven't seen any particular questions about delta math, which means I'm assuming that people are either like good on the delta math or they're going to figure it out kind of on their own. But if that's not the case, then let me know. Text me, send me an email, write me a comment, and be like, hey, Mr. Bowie, I want to go over, this problem or this problem or this problem on delta math. If you are one of those people, you also might consider looking at the videos that I've already made and trying those out and seeing if those are helpful as well. So let's get into some Desmos activities. Oop. Okay, so this was the Desmos activity for today. And this is what, as a teacher, this is what I get to see when I'm looking at everyone's work. If you are one of these 10 people who have already completed this activity, cool! I'll probably be shouting out some of the stuff that I saw you do, and it'll be great. If you have not had a chance to go over this and you are at a computer and you want to try and kind of do this alongside me, this is the student Desmos code for you guys. So if you go to student.desmos.com and type in the code DQRQDV, then you can do this activity along with us. If you have already done it, you can still go to this link and it'll go back to your old work. And so you can kind of go through it with me again if you want. But yeah, there's also links to this in the Desmos assignment that was linked on Google Classroom today, and it was in the daily announcements. That's that video assignment. Yeah. You haven't started your Delta Math yet. That's okay. You've got time. There's a bit more Delta Math per week this week than there has been in weeks past because it's like 3 problems every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I didn't give you any Friday night homework because that would be mean. And that's not really what this experience is about. This experience is about giving you guys time to practice, making sure your skills stay sharp, and making sure that you really have the chance to review the things that are going to help you moving forward. So if you haven't looked at your Delta Math, please go look at it. These problems are all picked to help you kind of master some of these skills that are going to be important when we move on to the next stuff, which actually might start today. We might start talking about new content live on this stream, which will be great. So if you're watching the stream live, you'll get kind of a half bit of a head start. All right, I've been vamping for as long as I can to see who will show up. Sounds like you guys got your food. Is that pepperoni pizza, or are you literally just eating pepperoni? I'm not going to judge either way, but all right. Okay, so one more time, this is the student code. If you haven't done this activity, you should log into this and follow along or do it at your own pace. If you don't have the ability to do this right now, then write this down or be prepared to go back to Google Classroom, and you should be doing this on your own time, because even though if you watch this whole stream and you kind of know what's going to happen, I think it's still interesting and fun for you to kind of do it yourself, right? It's not as much fun to watch someone else go through this. Okay, so just pepperoni. Nice. All right, so here's this first screen. This is create the best fit line. Drag the black points to create a line that models the blue points. So this is a pretty classic thing. It looks like I can like move this black button I can move this black button, and no matter where I do it, we're kind of creating this line. Okay, but when I look at these points, I won't do it yet. Do these points actually look to you like they're in a straight line? Like, are these, can I make a line that, you know, is gonna match all of these? Is that gonna work? Yeah, right, not so much. It looks like these points aren't exactly all straight. So when they say best fit, they don't mean make a line that's like exactly gonna hit all these points because you can't, right? Because it doesn't look like that's gonna work. When they say best fit, what they mean is do something that seems like it kind of goes through them in a line-like way. So like, I don't know. What do you think about that? Or actually, let me do this first. Um, what do you think about this? Does this look like a line that kind of matches those points? Or do you think I should change it? So change or no change? Change or no change? Is this good enough? Waiting for some chat delay. I will say I have been really impressed with the way that you guys handle like this chat. It's been super respectful. I love reading like your side comments. Cool story. The first time we did this, people were talking about Mr. Green, and I ended up texting him and telling him that you guys were all talking about him on my stream, and he got a pretty big kick out of that. So I've been loving reading what you guys are writing, what you guys are thinking about. So I'm not saying many answers, but so maybe I'll just say like think about like, you know, what's the difference between this line or, you know, maybe something that looks like this line. Like, are those basically the same? Are they different? If you take data, like a data analysis class, there's actually math, like a lot of math behind what makes something like, see this word best fit, what makes it a best fit line. And it has to do with like finding the line that's closest to all the points all at once. Yeah. Yeah, but we can't make this a curve, right? Because the task was to create a line. And so there's like, ooh, problem. Okay. So now I'm curious, right? If I go to summary, what did you guys all do? Yeah, dig that. Nice. Oh, I see this person looks like they used the first, or like the blue points at the ends to kind of decide where that line of best fit should go. Interesting, interesting. I feel like that person didn't do it. Mm-hmm, yeah. Similar. Nice. That's good. Hmm. I like this. It kind of like, when I look at this line, it kind of has the right, or a similar slope as all the other lines, but I wonder, like, it's not exactly going through the points, you know? But yeah, I like the idea here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I think people, I think we got it. I think we got it. All right. So what does the second one say? Create the best fit line. Lines used to be the only kind of mathematical relationship we needed. Not true. We also had exponential curves, but that's okay. Lots of models are linear, straight lines. But lines are the wrong model here. I saw that in chat already, right? There's a small curve. What does your line say will happen to the basketball? So I can say what I want to say, but I want to see what you guys said. let's do summary. Oops, no, I want to do teacher. Okay, that it would go straight up. Yep. The line says the basketball just keeps going up and doesn't ever dip down. Yeah, yeah. It will go straight up into infinity. Yes. What is the point of math if you can't talk about infinity? Absolutely. Absolutely. So infinity in this case means like up, 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 up forever. Nice. My line says the basketball will just infinitely shoot out into space. Space, 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 space. Yes, very Buzz Lightyear-esque of us. Good. Going to go up. Yep. The line means the ball will not make it into the basket. Oh, yes, good. This person is onto something here, thinking about like what's the point of what we're doing here. Ooh, very clever, very clever. Okay. That it will continue going up. Yeah. And of course, like the question we're not answering is like, you know, why is the line a wrong model? So like here I just picked Albert Einstein's, right? The line goes up. So what's wrong with this model? Maybe is that a silly question? Is that too obvious? Like what's wrong with modeling a thrown basketball by just using a line? What's wrong about that? Chat's very quiet today. Maybe that question's too obvious, huh? So obviously, or maybe not obviously, but what I was thinking people might write is something like, well, obviously balls don't go up forever, right? Let's see if we can find some of those infinity comments. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Right. They don't just go up forever. We know that when you throw a ball up, it comes down, and a line doesn't do that. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything to do here. Instead, we need a relationship called a quadratic relationship, which is useful when problems involve gravity or area, among other contexts. This activity is an introduction to the graphs of quadratic relationships. First, we're going to use our eyes alone to make some predictions about the basketball. Guys, there's so much foreshadowing here, right? So thinking about what I want to do later, I'm going to go over to my notes and I'm going to remind myself. So quadratic. Am I spelling this wrong? Quadratic. Quadratic relationships. And it said that we use quadratic relationships, and this is true, when we are dealing with gravity. And it said we use quadratic relationships when we are dealing with area. And so like, these are things to be thinking about moving forward. Gravity and area. Obviously this Desmos activity is about area. All right, prediction time. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. So of the 10 students who have done this so far, here's this video. Shoop. Does the ball go in or out? The majority of you guys said that it goes in. I love this. 1 second. It's a 1 second video. And it looks like they paused it right around the top there. Nice. Okay. I wonder, maybe we'll talk about this later. I wonder, like, how come you think so many people thought this one was going to go in? Like the majority of people think this one's going in. What do you think they're visualizing in this first part of the curve, you know? This one's pretty even, 50-50, in terms of like people who think it's going to go in or out. So I wonder what they think is going on here. Again, 1 second. 1 second. Ooh, all right. Most people think this one's going out. Interesting, interesting. I'm noticing a trend here. All of them seem to stop at about the same point. Boom. Oh. A lot of people think this one's going to go out. What do you think is going on here? I'm going to take a tea break so you guys can get caught up. What do you think is going on with this one? I'll keep pressing play. I like this one. Most people think it's going to go up. Whoa. Whoa. Most people think this one's going to go in. Let's watch it. Okay. I haven't really looked through any of these results, so I'm just like looking through this. Is this boring for you guys? Should I like jump to the fun stuff? Or is this helpful? What? You think this one's gonna go in? I don't know. Oh man. Alright, shot 6. How many shots is there? Shot 7. Oh yeah, that was the last one. Alright, I don't want to look at all of these. Let's find some that were really interesting. So, okay, shot 2 was about 50-50. So just watching the video, it was kind of hard to tell. So I want to look at what people said about shot 2. Make myself a note. Oh. And shot 5. So almost everyone said that one was going to go in. Shot 6. Dude, I'm gonna go against the majority on shot 6. I don't think this is going in. I don't think it's going in. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I don't know. Why do you think so many people said this one was gonna go in? Am I crazy? I'm serious. Someone help me out here. Why is this? Why do you guys think this one's gonna go in? Or why do you think so many people said they thought it was gonna go in? I don't get it. I don't see it. All right, I gotta know. I'm gonna jump to shot 6. Shot 6. Analyze. Yeah, you're coming around to my way of thinking. All right, let's look at some of these people. Albert Einstein making this curve. I see, okay, so I see that this point is like right at the last basketball here. And again, right at the last basketball. Right at the last basketball. Right at the last basketball. Again, right at the last basketball. This point is a little bit below the basketballs, but this is the same idea, right? That point is always like right there. I don't know what this is. That's crazy. Okay, a little bit past the basketball. Interesting. That one's different. And then it's like way out over here. Okay. Okay, a little bit below the last basketball, but like right around that basketball. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Like this, I think is a big deal. Everyone's got this point right around here, and like sometimes like it's a bit higher, it's a bit lower, and all of that affects whether or not the line like goes into the basket. But everyone's got their point basically in the same spot. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what that means. You overlay? Yeah! Cool. You guys see this? So as a teacher, I can view everyone's answers all at once. So you can see like everyone's got this like parabola shape all on top of each other, and you see everyone's like black points right there. Yeah. Cool. Let's not show the original. Interesting. Okay. Is there a shot that you guys want to look at? Shot six was the one I wanted to look at. Is there a shot that you guys want to look at? I'll pause for a minute. I've been told this is like bad stream etiquette. Like I'm not just supposed to like not say or do anything, but it's a good teacher move. You just kind of wait and give people the time to think about it. So I don't know. I think if there's no shot that anyone really wants to see, I'm just going to probably jump to the next section. And the stream is all on a bit of a delay just because of like the machinery that I have. So if you're writing something and it feels like I'm not answering you right away, that's why. All right, moving on. Parabolas help me. So here's the question. First, do you have more confidence in your predictions or in your parabolas? Most people seem to like the parabolas. Okay. Parabolas. It helps me, or parabolas. Parabolas actually help me line up the shots. I think parabolas are revised answers. Okay, that's second round of thinking. Because the parabolas create better prediction and help you see possible futures than just tracing it on the screen. Yeah. Parabolas give more evidence. Shows where the ball will go. It's easier to see if the ball's going or not. Nice. All very reasonable responses. I like it. Okay, shot six. I gotta know. I know I have looked at all of these, but I didn't remember which ones were which, so I actually don't know if this one's gonna go in or not. Shot six. Ah. I knew it. Oop. Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay, so these are the class results. So this page specifically, Like, if you haven't done this assignment yet, go do it, because the more people that do this assignment, the more interesting these class graphs are. Uh, these are literally the people's results from when you took it. So like if you were the first person to do this, I'm so sorry, this would not have been as interesting to you because that data hadn't been collected from everyone else. So, you know, if you haven't done this already, go do it. There's stuff for you here as well. Shot 6 has kind of been compromised, but the other ones I think you can still go through. Did anyone do the extensions? Approximately how tall is the shooter? I don't know what 3 means. 6 feet. Okay, I wonder how you guys knew that. Oops. So like, how do you know how tall the shooter is here? Did they say why? It says nothing about the hoop. Hoop is 19 feet away from him and 2 feet taller than him. Ah. You guys see? I'm sorry, first of all, did you notice that this was in feet? You should have. 19 feet away from him and 2 feet taller. Very complete. Nice answer. Nice answer. Here's the equation. We haven't really looked at equations yet. Shows the location of everything. Location where the ball starts to descend. Mm-hmm. Very clever, Albert Einstein. 1014. Let's go back to 10.76 and 14.8. Ah, it's where the ball starts to descend. Good job. Nice. Ball starts. Explain where the hoop is. 2 is not an answer here. The last image of the basketball is. Yeah. And guys, this is what I was saying earlier. I'm gonna go back to one of the shot 6s. Shot 6. Where's shot 6? Shot 6. Guys, you remember what I said earlier about how like everyone put their black dot like right around here? So that dot is the same position as those numbers in that last extension, right? So that dot is the same, is the last basketball point. So that dot is that, well, it's a different equation here, but that dot would be at 10, 11, 12, 11.8, comma, 10, 11, 12, 13.2 or something like that, right? That dot is like right there, right there. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. So good job, everyone. There's like, you guys, man, you guys are super, super insightful. There's some like, you guys are really, I'm so impressed with how well you guys are focusing and how much you guys are really like thinking about what's going on in these diagrams and in these assignments. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I will also say, so this is all I'm going to say about the will it hit the hoop assignment. This is Thursday's assignment today. I will say yesterday's people are continuing to like trickle in and continuing to get this assignment done, and I love that. I love that. One of the benefits of what we're doing is you kind of get to do it at your own pace and on your own time. So some people are doing it like right in the morning, some people are waiting until the afternoon, some people can only get online every other day or whatever. Whenever you can get online, do what you can. I love going back. I'm having such a kick out of going back and looking over at, who just finished it and who's saying what and how everyone is like thinking about this. So keep up the good work. I love I love, love, love reading what everyone is writing. Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool, everyone.